Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You may not like what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think Ted McMillan's a sell high. I think he's a little overvalued. I'm sorry if you tuned in for the big glorious raving review, how he's going to be the next Calvin Johnson, but that's not who he is at all. Let's talk about what we see here. He's 6'4", 215, runs a 4.46, great length, excellent strong hands, very productive profile. But watch the tape. I kind of see a Big 12 contested catch guy more than anything else. I feel like I've been down this route before. I'd rather have Jalen Milroe. I'd rather have Ashton Genty 100 times out of 100. Of last year's wide receivers, you got to put him behind Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors, Roma Dunze, Brian Thomas Jr. all day, Lad McConkey I'd probably take, Worthy. He'd be like wide receiver 7. There's some question marks for me with him. He profiles as a player that should be really good after the catch, but I don't see him run away from anyone on tape. He's not all that nifty in space, and he kind of gets rocked, like you see here, by guys like half his size. Hey, he gets back up. He's a tough guy. I like this kid. I like him a lot, really. I think he's a good player. You see the scouting reports, top 10 pick. People talk about him like he's going to be the next Andre Johnson or something. I don't see that with him. I don't see like a Justin Jefferson type. I don't even see like a Devontae Adams type. I don't think he's that caliber of player, and I'm not trying to knock the guy. I'm just trying to be honest about it. He's more of a wide receiver too, in my opinion. Right here, this is probably one of the best after the catch things he's done. And look, he got lifted off the ground by someone half his size. That's what I see. I see someone whose the play strength is good for the caliber of competition in college, but is going to be average at best in the NFL. Now, what I like about him is he showcases excellent agility for his size. Strong lower half. You see, he was able to pull out of that tackle there. Don't get me wrong. This isn't just some big contested catch dodo out here. He's a smart player, nuanced route runner, very acrobatic in these contested catch situations. This is his bread and butter here. This is what pays the bills for Tet. Very confident in his hands. But that's the thing about him. Is he going to be more of like a Keon Coleman type for our fantasy rosters? Is he going to be more of a wide receiver 2 than he ever is a Jamar Chase? That's kind of where I'd put my money. I don't even think he profiles as a T. Higgins type, to be perfectly honest about it. I don't think he's really a Rashee Rice outside. But hey, I'm not trying to hate on the guy. I just don't think he's going to be like catching 100 balls like Amon-Ra St. Brown out of the slot. He doesn't have that type of skill set, in my opinion. And I feel like that's kind of where he's getting valued right now. I'm not sure that he can be that type of player for our fantasy teams. He'd have to be in just the right situation. He's a great player. I just worry about the overall fantasy production. I don't think he's going to be a Mike Thomas bully his way through the NFL. You see there, he's getting lifted off the ground again by some small dude. I don't like to see that. He gets some Drake London comps. I don't hate that. I've heard Mike Evans. I don't love that one as much. But, I think he could fill a similar role to like a Drake London. I just don't want to see his role drift too far into like a Alan Lazard type, if that makes sense. Into a Devon Vele type. Not to knock my guy, Devon Vele, 6'4", 205, 33.5-inch arms, runs in the 4.4s. He's a good player. But, there's a lack of pure high-end wide receiver talent in this class. Travis Hunter may play cornerback. Luther Burden is sort of a running back hybrid playing wide receiver. Let's see what happens with the rest of the class. If Jaden Higgins gets drafted in the second round, Jalen Royals, Alec Iomanner, those guys get opportunity. They're really not going to be that far off for me from a guy like Ted McMillan. Because I think, Ted's going to get opportunity, but hell, a lot of talented players in the NFL get an opportunity at the wide receiver position. Is he going to be more productive than DK Metcalf, George Pickens, Garrett Wilson? Probably not, right? Top 10, top 15 in the draft. I want a superstar. I don't want some professional. I want a Hall of Famer. That's why I think if you got more than one share of Ted McMillan right now, I'd keep one in my back pocket. It's a smart way to play, and flip the other one. I'm not sure I see the stock going up anytime soon. I think he's maxed out here, but hey, could be wrong. I've been wrong before. This is a great player, great hands, great locker room guy, intangibles, great production profile. height, weight, speed, box checker, right? But you watch the tape, and I don't know, guys. I'm just not sure about the raw separation talent. This is the NFL, very best of the best. This isn't the Big 12. No offense. Hey, he played Colorado, and they've got a good secondary. He kind of disappeared a little bit, 5 for 38 and 0 touchdowns. That may be more of who he is in the NFL. Just something to think about. Buyer beware, range of outcomes. That's what it's all about, winning fantasy football leagues. Let me know what you think in the comments. You think he's a lock and load wide receiver one in the NFL? People are talking about this guy like he's the next CeeDee Lamb. Is that what you guys see? Puka Nakua? I don't think he could play that role, to be honest. But I'm gonna keep this one short. Let me know what you think in the comments. You guys think I'm too harsh? You think I'm crazy? I don't care. Let me know in the comments. I've been called worse. It doesn't bother me. I'll tell you, you're crazy if you're taking Tetairoa McMillan over Ashton Genty in your freaking fantasy drafts.